I got started like 10 years ago, whenever I was a teacher. I was a teacher in high school. And one of my students came to me and said, Miss Rosa, I want to go to college. And I made it a mission of mine to help her do that. When we were going through the process of registering her for college and college admissions and all that process, I came to the realization that she was undocumented. And it became an issue for me because I saw myself in her. But we went to the school board for a university in Texas, and we gave them her story. She was a brilliant student. She still is a brilliant student. But we made our point, and then they asked us to leave and to wait outside while they figured out if they were going to give her the scholarship or not. So a few minutes passed, but it seemed like so long. But a few minutes passed, and then the chair came out and she said, Rosa, we're not going to give her the endowment. And I was, at that moment, I was devastated. But then she said, we decided to give her the full scholarship. So they gave her a full scholarship to go to this university in Texas and, wanted to become a pediatrician, and she's well on her way to do that. And that was 10 years ago. And I, that's when the fight for the National Dream Act was coming up. So there were a lot of us undocumented youth that went to Washington, D.C. to lobby our senators, to lobby our representatives. And it passed the House of Representatives, but then when it got to the Senate, it failed. We came back to Arkansas, and we were mad as hell, but we decided to organize, and we decided to build coalitions and to build an organization. And that's where I met the public policy panel, was through one of these advocacy moments. We were invited to go to the Capitol, and we'd never been to the Capitol. And we met some of the leaders at the Citizens First Congress, and there we were able to push for an in-state tuition for here for Arkansas. And it was really through the guidance of the public policy panel and so several other nonprofit leaders that we were able to put this idea of an in-state tuition in writing and present it to some legislators. And our forever champion, Senator Joyce Elliott, she continued, she pushed, she created this momentum, and we were right beside her. And this was led by youth, and then 14 years later, we continue with the coalitions, we continued with the partnerships, and last year, during the legislative session in 2019, we saw it come to fruition, and we saw it be signed into law. So because I'm a person that's directly affected by the decisions that the legislators make, I became an advocate for my community, and that's how I got started. With everything that's happening right now, we are definitely stronger together. So if I've learned anything throughout these 10 years of advocacy that I've been doing, is really leaning on our partners and leaning on folks that can help amplify our voices. I've learned that our stories are the biggest, I'm going to say weapon, the biggest source of advocacy that we have whenever it comes to the issues that directly affect us. So when our partners have been able to help us amplifying our stories, it's made for better advocacy. So I'm a firm believer that we're stronger together, that there's more in this advocacy community that unites us. And I think that, leaning into that strength is really powerful. And maybe we're not working on the same issues, but when we help each other and show up for each other and just hold each other's hands, I think we're incredibly powerful, and we can get so much accomplished if we just get together.